Hi, today I will talk about celebrations. As many of us know, celebrations are an important part of our human being experience. It provides a sense of community and it connects us with our historical roots, who is a very important component of what being a human is. Attending to this, celebrations remind important events or experiences of a community or nation. Therefore, most of the national celebrations share things in common, just like commemorate the fight for the freedom of a nation, memorialize important people who left an important legacy for the community or fought for human rights, and remember the roots of a country. These are just examples. Today we're going to explore two important national celebrations, Waitangi Day of New Zealand and the Independence Day of Mexico. Let's see what these different national celebrations can tell us about what it means to be a historical being in order to talk about something like an universal historical experience of human being. Well, Mexico's Independence Day, for instance, celebrates the beginning of the battle for the independence of our country. On September 15, 1810, the cure Miguel Hidalgo called all the citizens and incited them to rise against the Spain royal crown. He told the bells of his parish and gave an eloquent and angry speech that inspired people to fight for his rights. This particular event is known as the Scream because of the passionate way that Miguel Hidalgo concluded his speech, screaming loudly to everybody, Viva Mexico! However, some people traduce this like the cry of the independence. So, for this reason, every September 15, Mexican citizens reunites in the main plaza of his city to commemorate the heroes who gave them freedom and scream loudly with the president, Viva Mexico! Now, in the case of New Zealand's Waitangi Day, we have such a different case. On February 6, 1840, New Zealanders commemorate the first signing of New Zealand's founding document, the Treaty of Waitangi. Every February 6, people gather at Waitangi, a little locality ubicated at the north of New Zealand, where it takes place the Waitangi Day Festival inside the treaty grounds. But what were the facts that formed these interesting celebrations? So let's see. What we know about the facts is this. The Treaty of Waitangi was first signed on February 6, 1840, on the grounds of James Busby's house. Who was James Bobbsey? Well, James Bobbsey, was a British resident in New Zealand who was involved in the 1835 Declaration of the Independence of New Zealand. He also was New Zealand's first jurist and the promoter of the Aotearoa law that safeguarded almost of the territory of New Zealand. The treaty was signed between representatives of British Crown and about 45 Maori chiefs. Who were the Maoris? Well, the Maoris were the native residents of New Zealand that arrived to the island between 1320 and 1350. The Treaty of Waitangi achievement was originally the consolidation of New Zealand as a British colony, but now it's considered like the contract that turned New Zealand into an independent nation. As we mentioned before, people hang out to Waitangi to visit the Waitangi Day Festival. Some of the most important traditions of this day are the haka. What is haka? Well, haka is a traditional Maori dance characterized for expressive chants combined with very energetic movements. The people used to do this interesting dance in big groups, in synchronity. Seeing people dancing and chanting with such energy in synchrony makes haka something you need to see once in your life. That's simple awesome. As we can see, screaming is an important thing in human expressions. In Mexico's Independence Day and New Zealand's Waitangi, we have a lot of screams in many different presentations. Well, in Mexico City, we scream Viva Mexico. In New Zealand, just like I saw in the videos, we see New Zealanders having such such joy and screaming a lot. Also, Waitangi Day and Mexico's Independence Day shares the love for the food. These days are the perfect excuse to eat some of the most traditional dishes of each country. In Mexico, we eat pozole, tacos, molotes, tamales, and more. Likewise, New Zealand has its own traditional dishes, just like hangi. What is hangi? Hangi is a feast cooked in an underground oven. The ingredients to prepare this delicious dish are chicken, lamb, pork, seafood, vegetables, pumpkin, cabbage, and kumara. That is a sweet potato, kumara. Besides, both of these celebrations are due to an important historical event. This allows us to conclude this: human existence are necessary terminate by his historic antecedents. The past provides meaning and sense to our present and future, making celebration a nature way to remind our being in the world. But for me, the most important thing of the celebrations are that it allows us to share joy with the people we love, and also is a great excuse for it a lot. So thank you so much, and goodbye.